Billy, I understand this is your very first talk show, is that correct?
Right.
Why is that? Why haven't you been on a talk show before?
We've done TV shows,
But never a talk show?
the sound on a lot of TV shows is shaky, you know, the audio.
And if your record buyers don't hear you the way they hear you on the records, it's not good, right?
Well, we do some power stuff, and sometimes it's just strange. I saw Frampton do your show, and it sounded good, so we...
Wasn't he gorgeous?
Yeah. He's good. It sounded good.
Did it sound good? Was the
Yes.
audio okay?
It sounded good.
Most sets, you know, just don't have well, they're not big enough to put good speakers in them. It'd have to be as big as this piano if you really want to get good audio from a television
It's
set.
not easy.
Did you ever see the equipment that Captain and Tennille carry around?
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's
Indeed.
9 vans.
You've had a lot of classical training. It's very obvious watching you.
I started when I was a little kid.
How did your parents react? You have quite an investment in you at that point, you know, and suddenly you start playing contemporary music. And they probably wanted to see you on a concert stage.
They just want me to be happy. You know, my father plays the piano. He can really. I don't play in front of my father. He's a classically trained pianist from the Prussian school. Don't play the wrong note. You know? So I don't play in front of him. My mother's just be happy.
That's good. Show them your finger. This has to happen to a pianist, right? He gets a little. You did that on you were telling me, a bad piano?
Well, last night I was jamming down at the Main Point. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And we got into this old rock and roll 12-bar blues boogie. And when you do this kind of run on a piano, you're supposed to wet your finger. You're supposed to do it. I didn't wet my finger, and it was a bad piano. I just ripped it off, and then I was doing the Mike Douglas show tomorrow.
Your first hit, Piano Man, was taken, I'm told, from a real-life experience of yours. What was it?
It was working in a piano bar in Los Angeles. I was running away from a record company at the time.
What do you mean by that? I don't understand.
Well,
trying to break a contract with them?
Yeah, they kind of own this, and they own this. They still have a little bit of this, and, but I was just like, hey, you know, I gotta get away from these people.
Why did they have you recording the wrong material, doing things against your will?
They were just signing away. They were just having me sign everything away, and I didn't realize it until I was, you know, into a career that, wait a minute, I gave everything away, and they were just, you know, going out there, kid, get him, kid.
Yeah.
Hey, make that money, and I was going, what money?
You hadn't seen any of it. Play just a little bit of Piano Man for me, would you?
You know, I started at 9 o'clock on a Saturday, and the regular crowd shuffled in. I mean, the whole thing went down in that song. While I was doing the gig, I said, I gotta get a song out of this.
Your next number is from your new album, Turnstiles. Which one is it?
New York State of Mind. It's for New York City. New York gets dumped on a lot, so I figured it.
That's right. Not too many people say nice things about New York. It's the most exciting city in the world. I mean, it's electric.
I just tell people, you know, sometimes when we announce the song and we say, you know, we're going to do a song about New York, and you hear boo or yay. I tell people, look, you may not like New York, but you got to understand, if New York goes down the tubes, all those New Yorkers are going to move out there.
Do a little New York State of Mind. You know, before you do, this morning when we were rehearsing, I had a feeling when you walked over and checked out that stage, that's what you'd really like to do, what Dandy does, to stand up in one thing.
I do that during a show.
Do you?
I mean, I stand up and talk. I don't just sit up there and ignore the audience. I like
That's great.
Get down and fool around.
Okay. We can do a little New York State of Mind. Here's Billy Joel. Okay?